Hello and welcome to another high-octane episode of Badminton Unlimited. Coming up on the show, we review the triumphant moments from the Fuzhou China Open 2019. And we continue our build-up to the season-ending HSBC BWF World Tour Finals, speaking to world number one Kento Momota. Plus, we sit down with Indonesian and USA badminton legend Tony Gunawan as he looks back at some of the turning points of his career.
When I was 14, actually, I almost quit. I burned out a little bit because my parents pushing quite hard.
With the HSBC BWF World Tour season nearing its climax, the Fuzhou China Open 2019 was the last chance for athletes to claim a Super 750 title this year. Interestingly, all 5 defending champions made it through to the final day of competition. Home favourite Chen Yufei successfully defended her women's singles crown against world number one Nozomi Okuhara. Chen made a slow start, still feeling the effects of a 72-minute marathon semi-final against Michelle Lee, and surrendered the opening game in 18 minutes. But the Chinese, who's unbeaten in 4 finals this year, quickly regrouped to take the next game in 25 minutes. Chen held a sizable 7-point lead in the decider, which was eventually reduced to 3 by the tenacious Japanese. A disappointing 6th defeat in a final for Okuhara this season, while Chen celebrates another hard-fought victory.
Not happy, but not sad. I did try all things.
那就是一直告诉自己要自信嘛，因为我毕竟还领先，他的压力会比较大，我觉得，所以一直有这个信心在这里，所以就会一直在坚持。我觉得在主动加速的时候其实可以，但是如果我一旦进到他的节奏里的话，就会比较累。如果我自己能控制住的话，其实就还好。
Kento Momota's recent dominance over Chou Tianchen continued as he made it 7 wins in a row over the Chinese Taipei shuttler. Chou showed flashes of brilliance at the end of the second game to force a decider. He fell behind 11-15 in the third, but relied on his trademark smashes to even the score at 15-all. The Japanese, who has a knack of peaking at the crucial moments, did it again, breaking the deadlock at 17-all to win the game 21-18, and also his 10th title this season in all competitions.
ファイナルゲーム終盤、自分の方がコートをカバーできたのが勝因かなと思います。しっかり体のケアもしながら、1年間戦い抜くことができたかなと思います。
Contesting their first final since losing the Women's Doubles World Championships title in August, Yuki Fukushima and Sayaka Hirota were back to winning ways. The Japanese reversed their loss to Lee So-hee and Shin Seung-chan at the French Open 2 weeks ago, capturing a morale-boosting 4th title of the year in straight games 21-17, 21-15.
あの時は結構ガンガン攻めてくる形が相手にとっていいプレーだったというか、それに対して自分たちがすごく引いてしまったので、そこを引かずにどんどんレシーブして思い切ってやろうと思ってコートに入りました。
久しぶりに決勝の舞台を2人らしく粘り強くやれた結果が優勝につながってすごく嬉しいです。
For the 4th time this season and in their 12th career meeting, China's top 2 ranked mixed doubles pairs Zheng Siwei and Huang Yachong and Wang Yiyu and Huang Dongping squared off another exciting duel. An outstanding performance saw Wang and Huang blitz their compatriots in 31 minutes. This was their 5th title out of 9 finals this year, a huge improvement from 2018 when they won only once in 6 finals.
今天其实还是对手做的比我们好多了，跟王玉他们其实在中前半场或者在他们的防守反击上，其实都做的比我们要好。
我觉得一个是我们整个调动吧，开局调动的还比较好，所以在比分拉开的时候，我们能保持一定的优势。
其实我们两队互相都是在良性竞争，然后互相在提高对手吧，我觉得。所以说今年和去年，其实大家都是一直处于一种在临场看谁发挥可以更好一点，谁能赢得比赛。
In men's doubles, Marcus Fernaldi-Gideon and Kevin Sanjaya Sukamuljo's dream season continued as they claimed their 8th title in emphatic fashion. winning 21-17, 21-9 in 33 minutes over Takeshi Kimura and Keigo Tsunoda. The Indonesians remain undefeated this year in all finals on the World Tour and also become four-time champions here in Fuzhou.
I think today we focus from the beginning is that's why we can get point better than the opponents. So and they also today maybe not play really well like yesterday.
Yeah, we just keep the motivation and we always try our best every match and yeah, just enjoy the game.
So we just play like usual, but in the final we already play in this court like 5 or 6 times. Yeah, that's why we adjust better than the first round.
As the second season of the HSBC BWF World Tour draws to a close, Kento Momota is without a doubt the most successful men's singles player. 4 World Tour titles in 2018 after a long layoff from the elite level, another 8 this season, including 2 Super 1000s and 3 Super 750s. Missing from his impressive resume is the HSBC BWF World Tour Finals title, a challenge against the best 8 players in the world. Momota's chances were thwarted by an inspired Shi Yuqi in Guangzhou last year, but come December, the world champion is determined to bring home the season-ending trophy for a clean sweep of the major titles the sport has to offer.
そうですね、去年は、自分はやりやすい相手が多いグループだったので、いいリズムで、決勝戦まで行けたのを覚えてます。普段の試合とは違う緊張感、っていうのはすごくあって、自分的には、すごく、なんていうのかな、ツアーファイナルだなっていう雰囲気があったので、いい緊張感を持って、試合できたのを覚えてます。でも去年は優勝できてないので、今年こそっていう気持ちを持って、試合に挑みたいなと思います。毎年毎年よりよく、より豪華な、ツアーファイナルになることを自分は、期待しています。
Tony Gunawan has won it all in men's doubles. Olympic gold medal, World Championships gold, Thomas Cup, the list goes on. What makes these achievements stand out is that he's done it all with different partners while representing Indonesia and then the USA. Now a badminton coach for Team USA, Gunawan shared with us the main moments that defined his badminton career as a player.
Well, I started when I was 5. My parents playing, so they introduced me to badminton, and I started joining in club when I was 6. And then actually there's one tournament I played when I was 7. I think I was 7 or 8. That time I was quite chubby. And then during tournaments, there is spectator calling me, kind of like fat. Kind of like, oh, how are you gonna play? You that chubby. So it kind of like right away, through my head, and okay, I want to be better. I want to be skinnier. So train more. Then a year after that, become skinnier and then train hard. So that's when I started to be serious about badminton. When I was 14, actually, I almost quit. I burned out a little bit because my parents pushing quite hard. I trained 5 in the morning with my dad, and then go school 7 to 1, and then train again until 5, and then rest a little bit, and then train again 7 to 9. So like that, my life is like that. But yes, it is have result. Like I become top 2, I think, in the country when I was 13. but then I burned out, I think 14, almost quit. So that's when I switched to doubles. Then one of the big club in Jaya Raya in Jakarta, it's called Jaya Raya, asked me to join their club. Then I'm starting to fall in love again. That's when, when I was 16, they called me join national team. Then I know, okay, this is my path. Basically, yeah. Of course, this Olympic is always all the players' dream. Olympic is always number one. And after that, it will be World Champion 2005, because that time I retired from Indonesian national team and came to US 2002, and then actually stopped for 1 year, and then come back 2004. I go to school and work a little bit, and then I come back 2004 because of World Champion in Anaheim in here. I committed to Howard Buck, and everyone think or say that my career is done already. Like coming to US with partner with USA players, so everyone think that Tony is finished. I don't expect to win. I just be there and then be excited. Then got lucky. When I win, I don't know what happening. Actually, right? Hey, we won. Me and Howard won. Like we don't know what happening. Actually, after that we play Copenhagen Master. Me and Howard, and we also won that tournament. So actually, it does help my confidence back again to play. And then 2006, Chandra is resigned from national team, and my partner Howard have to play with other American to play Olympic 2008. So then I asked Chandra, hey, are you free? Can we play some for fun tournaments? And then he said yes. Then we played together again from 2006 until 2008.
Time for a quick break here on Badminton Unlimited, but stay with us as we continue our conversation with Tony Gunawan, who now coaches the next generation of American shuttlers.
Badminton is in my blood, so slowly I try to break it down.
Plus, we go back in time for an outstanding match at the BWF World Championships in our classic match of the week. Tony Gunawan has dedicated his life to badminton. From playing at the highest level, the 44-year-old now coaches the rising stars of American badminton. Like with most athletes, the transition from player to coach was not easy, but it has been rewarding in its own way.
It is not easy, and then even now, sometimes like you watching people play, you watching the top athlete play, and you always in your mind, I still can do that, I still can handle this, but you know yourself that realistically, body is you're not gonna handle that training anymore. I don't miss the pain, like the body pain, the sore and everything. I don't miss that, but the mental, the fun when you play close game, I do miss that. But I just changed the mind, the mental. Like okay, now my role is as a coach, so I can translate it from player to a coach. So imagine how do I play before, and then change it to give it to my students right now. It's different kind of satisfaction. So when I came here and right away I have little kids, actually it's not really natural because it's hard for me to explain what I have, right? And to 6-year-old boy or girl, and I make them cry because how come just like this easy you cannot do it? So it's quite hard at the beginning, but I think badminton is in my blood. So slowly I try to break it down. How do I hit? I keep remember it, and I shadow and then try to break it down to all my students. So I like it. The culture in US, badminton is a backyard sport with beer in the hand. So we try to make it popular and bigger, recognized in US. Hopefully in the future getting better and better. When I came US 2002, we have junior national is only around 80 kids from under 11 to under 19. And right now, 2 weeks ago, we have junior national with the highest number of 520 participants. So it's quite big change. You know, everyone right now in US, after they go to college, they do their own self-funding, self-train, everything self. So it's not easy. So I want to see if we have national training center. But again, like even though they are self-funded and self-trained, they still can be like top 40, top 30. So I just want to see if environment maybe like supporting them, then how far they can go. So that's actually my goal.
In our classic match this week, we look back at one of the matches that helped shape Tony Gunawan's legacy in men's doubles. Up against Ha-Tae Kwon and Kim Dong-moon in the 2001 World Championships final, a 26-year-old Gunawan plotted with Halim Haryanto as they navigated their way to a maiden world title.
Sub's over. Game.
The last of the Super 500 events of the season is set to be staged in the city of Hong Kong from the 12th to the 17th of November. A good showing at the Yonex Sunrise Hong Kong Open 2019 will be crucial for players still looking to make the cut for the year-end HSBC BWF World Tour Finals. Here's a quick look ahead to the tournament. Held at the iconic Hong Kong Coliseum, the Yonex Sunrise Hong Kong Open boasts a stellar lineup across all disciplines, with all 5 world number ones and world champions in attendance to the delight of local fans. Kento Momota leads the field in men's singles, eyeing one of the few titles that has eluded him in his illustrious career so far. The Japanese will have his work cut out against the likes of Chou Tianchen, Chen Long, Victor Axelsen, and his most recent conqueror in France, 8th seed Anthony Sinisuka Ginting. But first, he'll need to see off India's Kidambi Srikanth in the opening round. 3rd seed Shi Yuqi will also face a tough start in Hong Kong, needing to get past Total BWF World Championships 2019 bronze medalist Sai Praneeth B in the first round. Women's singles promises to be just as competitive, even with the late withdrawal of top seed Tai Tzu Ying. Chen Yufei will look to build on her success in Fuzhou. The Chinese star will be hoping to cement her place in the top 8 with a title in Hong Kong. Similarly, Akane Yamaguchi, Nozomi Okuhara, and Ratchanok Intanon will also be eyeing the valuable 9,200 points up for grabs for the champion to ensure their spot in Guangzhou is well secured. Defending champion Okuhara will be hoping to repeat her 2018 performance, having yet to win a tour title this season. So make sure you've saved the date as the action heats up on the courts of Hong Kong this week. October was another sensational month on the HSBC BWF World Tour 2019. Denmark, France and Macau produced plenty of memorable plays, but here's our top 5 picks from the lot.
Point of the match so far, absolutely compelling to watch. Never tire of these men's doubles exchanges, warp-like speed.
Oh, no. That's brilliant. That is just amazing. Oh my goodness!
On earth did he get that one back?
That is extraordinary! What a defensive shot from Sonoda! That one!
Yes.
Virtually no backswing. How did he get his racket to the forehand side? What an incredible match!
Good flick serve. This is fantastic. Oh, came off the frame. What a rally. Sensational, I don't believe it. It was going long.
That's it for this episode of Badminton Unlimited. Join us again next week as we review the highs and lows from finals day in Hong Kong. And we hang out with Indian para-badminton athlete Krishna Nagar, who has his sights firmly set on the Tokyo 2020 Paralympics.
Absolutely, I'm excited for this, for Olympics, because first time badminton is added. So it will be a major tournament for us and a major tournament.
In the meantime, remember to log on to BWFWorldTour.com for all the latest updates and features on the HSBC BWF World Tour. It's bye-bye for now.